Dune Messiah by Frank Herbert. The aftermath of victory. Following the events of Dune, Paul Atreides, now Emperor of the known universe, struggles to maintain control over his empire amidst political intrigue and dissent. His victory on Arrakis has brought about unforeseen consequences, and Paul grapples with the weight of his decisions. The conspiracy unveiled. As tensions simmer across the empire, Paul uncovers a complex web of conspiracy orchestrated by his enemies. Hidden agendas and secret alliances threaten to undermine Paul's rule and destabilize the fragile peace he has fought to maintain. The challenge of prescience. Paul's prescient visions continue to haunt him, revealing glimpses of a future fraught with peril and uncertainty. He struggles to navigate the complexities of fate and free will, grappling with the burden of foreknowledge and the limitations of his own power. The voice of dissent. Voices of dissent rise against Paul's rule, fueled by fear and resentment. Factions within his own empire plot against him, seeking to exploit his weaknesses and seize control for themselves. Paul must confront the growing tide of opposition before it's too late. The price of power. The pursuit of power exacts a heavy toll on Paul and those closest to him. Sacrifices must be made, alliances forged, and loyalties tested as Paul confronts the harsh realities of leadership in a universe gripped by turmoil and uncertainty. The shadows of the past. Haunted by the ghosts of his past, Paul confronts his own mortality and the legacy of his family's destiny. The shadows of his father's mistakes loom large, casting a long shadow over Paul's reign as emperor and threatening to engulf him in darkness. The dance of diplomacy. Diplomatic maneuvering and political intrigue shape the landscape of Paul's empire as he navigates the treacherous waters of interstellar politics. Alliances are forged and broken, betrayals abound, and the fate of entire worlds hangs in the balance. The voice in the desert. Amidst the chaos and uncertainty, a new voice emerges from the desert, a voice of prophecy and rebellion. The freemen, once Paul's staunchest allies, begin to question his leadership and the path he has chosen. A new Messiah rises, challenging Paul's authority and igniting the flames of revolution. The sands of time. Time marches inexorably forward, and Paul is forced to confront the consequences of his actions. The sands of Arrakis shift and change, mirroring the shifting tides of fate and destiny that threaten to engulf him in their embrace. The end of an era. As the forces of destiny converge, Paul faces a moment of reckoning that will forever alter the course of history. Choices must be made, sacrifices accepted, and the legacy of Dune's Messiah will be written in blood and sand for generations to come. Paul Atreides, burdened by the weight of prescience and the consequences of his actions, faces a pivotal moment of reckoning. Sacrifices are made, alliances shattered, and the seeds of rebellion sown. As the sands of Arrakis continue to shift, the fate of Paul and the entire universe hangs in the balance, marking the beginning of a new era fraught with uncertainty and upheaval.